initialize. Once you have asked your time, how can you measure or record the data that you have measured from sensors? So today we are going to see how we can now export the data that you have read from sensors from your Arduino, from your PC into Excel sheet. And even the sensor has been disconnected, maybe later you can access the data into your local drive. So main component we're going to use, we have a DHT sensor, we have Arduino Uno, we have USB cable, we have breadboard, we have connecting wires. So the DHT, it has a 3 pins that we're going to use. One is a VCC, the other one is a ground, the other one is a data pin, choosing for the data from the sensors of connecting wires. You have Arduino board, we have the USB cable to interface the remaining circuit with our computer. First, you have to connect your VCC to the 5 volts of Arduino Uno. Even servers can work. You connect the ground of your sensor to the ground of your Arduino Uno. Then you connect your data pin to the pin number 8 or digital pin number 8 of Arduino board. Then you have different steps to move through. We have first connect circuit diagram as indicated. Then you have to connect the microcontroller into a PC by using a USB cable. We have to type the program code into our PC or Arduino IDE. We have to compile and upload the code into the microcontroller. Then you have to open and configure the Excel sheet using PLX DAC software. Then you have to record the measured value. So let's move to the lab session. So here the component we are going to use. We have Arduino Uno. We have a DHT sensor. We have a DHT sensor. Then I have connecting wires. So first, I connect the sensor to the microcontroller. Now I connect the USB cable. So now the circuit is connected. I think you can see everything is now connected. The next thing is to connect my circuit to my computer through this USB cable. Perfectly. So now the next is to type the program code. So first thing that we're gonna do is to include the DHT.h library. Then I have to declare where the sensor is connected. For me, I'm going to connect it to pin number 3. You can even pick by your own. I again indicate the type of the DHT I'm using. For me, I'm using the DHT22, but you can even have DHT11. You have to check clearly, but for me, I am using DHT22. Then I have to define the DHT instance, indicate the argument is the DHT pin and the DHT type. Now I move into void loop. I just initialize the serial monitor, serial.begin serial communication by serial.begin 96000. Then I just initialize the sensor. Then I move forward. First, let me now clean the Excel sheet by using serial.print ln. I say clear sheet. The next, let me indicate now the column name. So we are going to indicate the column name. First, you start the word label. The next, I want to have first one is the date. The second column is the time. The third column is the temperature. Then the last column is the humidity. So first I have now to reset the serial monitor. No, I have to reset the timer. I will set the timer. Let's move into now the void loop. Then I say, I declare the variable temp for holding temperature from sensors that lead temperature. I declare a floating variable for getting the data or the humidity from a sensor. Then I send the data to Excel sheet by using the command serial print. Then I put here the first one is data. Then the second one is a date as a first column. Second one is a time as the second column. Then put here the comma. So now I add the temperature readings by using serial.print. I put here temp. So now I add semicolon because I want to print the humidity. Then I say serial dot print ln here humidity. Now let me add the interval delay between readings of like 2 seconds. So the code now, I'm done with the code. Now what I can do, I can upload the the code. Now I first select where am I going to upload the code. Call it DHT Excel. Now the code first is compiled. So there's a syntax error. Let me check. They say void the defined void loop means I have defined the void loop 2 times. Oh, guys. So the first one must be void setup. Okay. Let me check if there's no other mistake. So there is no other mistake now. Code is being uploaded. It is done uploading. First, I have to check the port. I'm connected to the port 13. The next part is to open the Excel sheet here. Can you open it? Then first I have to enable this. Then I have to set the port. You have seen it's the port 13 where I'm connected. We now say I want to connect. Because now you can see the data into Excel sheet. You can see that when data recorded, you can even the time when the data are being taken. You can see the value of temperature and the values of humidity. When you want to plot the graph for the data, what to do, you have to move up. You have to insert the graph. You can select any of your interest. Let me say I want to select which one can have different data. So the labels, the green one is for the red one is humidity. The other one, the blue one is for the temperature. So you can make it so that it can be clear for this graph. So you can even want to name your graph. You can say you want to name the graph, then say is a temperature and humidity measurement. Then you can place it wherever you want. So guys, I think you can see everything is working. This is the end of the session. If you have enjoyed the session, let me know. You can leave a comment. Please click on subscribe, share, and like.